Who's going to take the first game, put some of the imaginary money on the line? You know, Ferran is going to now make a gambling announcement. Go.
You know me too well, bro. I bet with your head not over it. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
So I believe the countdown has been given by TapatioJ. We'll be underway momentarily. This is going to be some good stuff. We see some good luck being given in chat. Be sure to spend some of those channel points you might be winning. There's lots of great commands out there. Unlock some emotes, have some fun, show your support. We are underway, boys. Game number 1 of Ladob versus AriesFireTiger.
This is going to be great. Looking forward to it. This is just game 1, and I feel like we're going to have so many games to go here. Obviously, both opening up with the Razor Shield, get them synced up, and yeah, let's see what we get this first room exit at.
Aries with a good job there. Dodge the nuke in the opening round. It would stop the spawn rate, something you don't want to see. You have to kill at least 104 enemies in this room. They both have to kill a few extras, and it looks like it's going to be Ladob with the whole shot. 40 versus 41, about a 1 second lead.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Yeah, not too shabby, but as you know, it's all going to really come down. Early drop, you're looking for that early orb, and it looks like Ladob has it on his side right there. Aries, unfortunately, get the invulnerability, so early advantage to Ladob here.
Early advantage, but this will also magnify any mistakes with the orb as we move along. That option is critical in matchups where the margins are so thin. Every play, every move is going to have to be precise and on point, and it's got to be the right decision made in the moment. But look at this from Ladob. Solid opening here, 122. Aries not far behind here. It's going to be about, what, a 127 it appears.
Yeah, really not bad by Aries, considering not getting that orb, only getting really a spreader I saw in there as far as a weapon was concerned. So doing a pretty good job handling that room despite a lack on drops.
And now he's going to have to scramble it. Let's see, will play the nuke, decides against it, almost takes a shrapnel death. Meanwhile, Ladob just pounding away with rockets and demolishing the room.
Yeah,
He's here for about 2 minutes, maybe a little more. Oh, forgot about the last one, the last couple there. Counting is important with these, or so I'm told.
Absolutely, not that I do it. 206 for Ladob. Aries gets the orb and will be out at 213, a 7-second lead. Let's see if Aries can bite into this here. Razor Shield for Ladob early, very helpful. Keep you safe in the middle and just be able to really pound on the enemy.
Yeah, Razor Shield just gonna allow you to just keep that center. You feel pretty comfortable. Now you can kind of go out. Maybe if you're getting some of those useful or useless drops, like the dudes, the invulnerabilities and such, might be able to just get those a little bit more freely, try to roll your items again. We see the invulnerability right there for Ladob.
Aries gets the Razor Shield, but almost got shrapneled getting back to the middle. I'm not sure if the shield spawning in or the orb blocked it, but Aries almost took a death there. That would have been disastrous. Look at Ladob here. Solid room. It's going to be a 301. Let's see if Aries has kept pace. I did lose the orb, though. I missed that. Yeah. Oh, no.
Does get the replacement orb. Game being a little forgiving right there. And yeah, nuke in the corner there, kind of tricky. Luckily, almost steps on the mine right there. Luckily avoided by Aries.
Almost Aries did. That was close. It was
almost Tiger did. How about that?
They almost leafed it. How about that? All right, Ladob gets a foot to open in tank trouble. This room has a spawn rate equal to any of the rooms in Arena 3. It is relentless. And that early start with all those pre-made shrapnels, those turrets, everything, and you see Ladob has had to retreat to the corner here. Does get rid of the 2 gunners. A spreader for Aries on the wrong side of the room, though.
Yeah, that's unfortunate right there, and it's quite scramble. Gets shot right there, the gunner.
Great job going for the spreader, and this is bigger advantage Ladob, who now gets rockets. Still dancing with that orb. Dangerous, but getting free and clear back to the middle.
Barely keeps that clean. I can't believe the orb didn't drop right there. It's nice dancing, and now trying to reestablish that center. It's a little bit of a struggle here, but getting back to it. Oh,
finally drops it right at the end of the room, Taps, but it's still going to be a solid time here. Ladob kind of forgot the shrapnel, but 424, a high 424. What does Aries have? Came in down 11 seconds. Let's see if Aries has made up any time. Doesn't appear so.
We'll get that orb right there to kind of end the room. So we'll have the opportunity at a ball buster here, see if we can get that damage advantage, because grenades being at the very top of the room there for Ladob. And
yeah,
that's an unfortunate drop.
Just getting rid of the gunners. Grenade's okay, just doesn't last very long. Ladob still with the advantage. Let's see what Aries gets. Rockets. This will kill the gunners in short order. Now setting up the ball buster. Does not get it as Mutoid troll moves to the side.
Yeah, just a little shimmy over.
Such a tight window to get that orb into to do that. What is it? 42% of a form of damage?
Essentially, yes, 420 points of damage. Smoke Mutoid if you got him. That's the amount of damage it does.
Nothing too crazy to write home about, but some lobber drops have definitely gone Ladob's way, and definitely has been able to take advantage of those. Has the chest pop almost to that penultimate form here.
Sees Rockets, can't get there. Let's see what Ladob gets next. Meanwhile, Rockets for Aries, if he wants them, gets it. Ladob's still waiting for the weapon. It's getting sat on. They're on the same form. Finally, a grenade. Oh, a spreader though for Aries.
Oh, and this could be the shit. Another spreader. Oh my goodness.
This is going to line up for a heck of a finish. Who's going to get
another spreader?
Oh, and an invulnerability.
Oh,
Ladob might have sealed it with that. Got the invulnerability. Oh, but a foot. No weapon. Can Aries steal this?
Oh, this is going to be incredibly close. Does he get the rockets? He does. That's going to be enough damage.
Snipe! And oh my goodness. Aries steals the opening game. Let's see if Ladob was close. Oh my goodness, if that snipe doesn't happen, that might be Ladob's game. What a crazy turn of events, boys. And this is the opening race on the day. Please, guys, we got like many, many more to go.
He stole it and no one will ever know.
Absolutely heinous for Ladob. Should have tried to get above the laser eye, but in the moment, going for the damage and a perfect snipe shot from Mutoid. And Aries is able to pull the victory out.
Those end spreaders right there, just incredible for both sides, both getting it different opportunities, but back to back for Aries, able to take advantage and just absolutely melted like 2.5 forms there of Mutoid Man to finish that.
And the empty drop of a foot to Ladob and then getting sniped with the lobber on board. Oh, wow, just some real crazy topsy-turvy events. This was right after my co-commentator here, TapatioJ, said, not a whole lot going on here. And then everything happened all at once.
Everything, everywhere, all at once, right here. Game one. That was game one of an entire day of probably crazy runs. What a finish.
Absolutely. So if they're all readied up, hopefully TapatioJ will get them underway momentarily. We've got a prediction going. I believe it's a who will get the first orb prediction. Ladob got it last time. Will Aries get it first this time? We'll have to wait and see. Ferran, what do you think? Are you making a prediction?
I'm not making a prediction, but in looking at it a little bit closer, there is also the third option of no orbs.
I mean,
the 00 of the proverbial roulette wheel.
I'm trying to think if there's ever been a no orb run. There might have been one last year where two competitors never got an orb. They might have spawned, but they maybe didn't get it. I'm trying to remember if that happened.
That's quite the scramble. I mean, obviously, I think if someone's getting rockets and they're not getting orb, I suppose better than someone who's, just getting grenades and stuff and shoes. And so that's a really telling. You probably have some pretty rough times on that.
Absolutely. And keep in mind, the deciding race of the opening tournament ever had Turbulent Eddie setting a PB, getting a 638 and sealing the victory against Jackamus Wedge with no orbs. That's kind of crazy. Meanwhile, we've started the game number 2 here, and it looks like it is going to be AriesFireTiger at first. It's going to be about a high 40 versus a mid 41, about a 3/4 of a second lead. Let's see who's going to get what here, guys. They both got less enemies that time, too. Go figure. It's a foot versus a first drop orb, but he drops it. He drops it. Oh, what a mistake. He's look at, I don't know if he reacted. He gets another one.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
The game giveth, the game taketh away, and the game giveth again.
And Ladob will actually get an orb. Oh, that drops his. Oh my goodness, both of them. Maybe a bit of nerves here. Both dropping an orb in the opening room where you can get one.
Maybe a realization of how close these races are going to be and how much it comes down to. All of a sudden, you get that orb and you're really excited about it, but you got to make sure those things are clear. That was crazy. To be able to get 2 drops in that room of an orb is actually pretty insane.
We should have had a fourth option. Will Aries get 2 orbs before Ladob can get 1? Because he did that.
Oh, and there we go. There's a replacement. That's going to luckily keep this thing pretty close, given the circumstances. Ladob will be able to reestablish that. Gets the nuke. Unfortunate there, but
nuke on the feet. Yeah. So it's about a 4-second lead, I believe, coming in for Aries. So it should be a little larger leaving if they've kept these guys under control. It's a 2-11 taking on Ladob's. Got 1 more to kill. Yeah, he's lost a little bit of time to do that nuke. It's about 7. Oh, Aries drops another one, guys. Can you believe this?
That was awkward. The razor kind of like pushed it out a little bit, and then all of a sudden, before you knew it, you had a foot soldier within the razor shield able to snatch that orb away.
Unbelievable. Oh, and then a death for Aries. You know what? Not the worst thing. We'll get the invulnerability. We'll get that key and wait to see the next drop. It is a nuke, unfortunately.
Yeah, just going to use that to kind of reestablish the center here. Gets another replacement orb. That's 4 orb drops, I believe, for Aries right now.
4 orbs and not even done total carnage yet. That's something. And he drops it. He drops it. Look at him. Look at him shaking his head.
Oh, sometimes when it rains, it pours.
And this is just a deluge here. Oh, and the invulnerability runs out at the wrong time for Aries. Meanwhile, a 318, 319 into the bonus room for Ladob.
And another death for Aries. Aries is tilting a little right here, but has gained so many extra lives, is still at the stock 5.
We'll clean up that room. We'll be able to get in while Ladob's going out. You know, this was something though. There was a pretty big.
Ladab forgot the question mark. What is going on?
Oh man!
Oh, look at him! Look at his face! Oh my goodness!
And rockets for Ladob. Okay, let's see. And then loses the orb. Unfortunately, rockets will do that. Gets to the spreader. This is something right here. We saw a big lead for Aries. Or against Aries in that last one, and it was able to make it happen in Mutoid Man. You have to shake it off. You still have a chance in this race.
Ladob, going with just straight 4 directions. I don't care about the stragglers. I'll move when I gotta move. Maybe not the worst approach. Was getting a good kill rate out of it.
And now Aries is dancing. Aries is dancing right there. Oh,
that's 5. 5 lost orbs. Do you hear 6? And Ladob had a great room due to the rockets. It's a 435.
Oh.
If there's a 6th orb here, then we've obviously changed the game over to Dragon Warrior 3.
That's
a little note from earlier there. Yep.
All right, Ladob, opening drop is a lobber. Meanwhile, Aries still plowing along and has lost some ground already. 20 seconds back and counting right now. Gets a rocket here, but is so far back. Oh, and dies again at the end of the room. Oh my goodness. Aries has got to be furious.
There's just a little bit of a tilt factor I think going on here.
Yeah, just 100%.
A bit. And it'll be interesting how this goes because despite that, it's only a 2-form lead. That's a really good spreader, essentially. That's not good though. Invulnerability
would drop.
No.
Little TTTT going on. Typical tank trouble tilting. Easy for me to say.
Man, don't want to tell cards that one, or we're gonna have to hear that one in the rotation too. Good one, Burgundy.
Well, I try to shake up things from the norm, you know.
Meanwhile, Ladob has popped that chest. Aries gets an arm off. We have another lobber. Ladob going with the lob here, and it's Lob City is making the right choice. That was too far away. He pops the head and has a good chance for, decent manual hits there.
Yeah, the manual hits right there, potential. Has been able to get the lobbers. Aries literally getting, I think, 4 grenade drops in a row right there. So just hasn't been able to catch up on the damage, but has a... Here's the spreader opportunity, the manual, and then into an invulnerability. Has a chance to catch up a little bit.
Empty drop. Here's an empty drop, Ladob.
Head pop on Aries, one form back. Unfortunate with that. And then the invulnerability.
What an absolutely crazy race. Can Ladob finish this out? Huge lead, almost 40 seconds coming in. Just needs to pound shots home. Worried about the shrapnels. Just shoot Mutoid. Get out of there. And as Aries gets to
and move on.
As Aries gets to the final form, Ladob pops. Ladob's got to be thinking, why is this race not over yet? It's going to be a 7:02, and Ladob will win this and even the matchup. Wow, what a crazy roller coaster of events. And look at that, Harry's made up about, what do you think, almost 15 seconds? And it didn't die with that spreader on the second last form of that invulnerability. My goodness, that would have been easily the candidate for the biggest comeback in the tournament for this year, and it's only the first week.
This has the makings of something special already. We're 2 games in, and I don't think you could have more polar opposites as far as how those games went for these 2 runners. Pretty clean and like pretty intense, and getting the drops and everything kind of happening toward the end on that first game. And game 2 was just it's like just a beautiful train wreck of everything right there. It was crazy.
Train wrecks everywhere all at once. Yes, very much so. And I am absolutely looking forward to this game number 3. Will Aries shake that off? Ladob's kind of laughing right now. Aries, maybe a little bit of a smirk there at one point, but mostly looking pretty serious. So we'll have to wait and see if Aries is going to be able to take this, bend it into a little bit of a rebound, or is this going to be a gripping the controller too tight type of situation? I don't know if you guys know Aries all that well or not. I can speak to that, but how's Aries going to play this one, do you think?
Going in white knuckling is not going to be the way to go, as this game is stressful enough without adding your own tension to the mix. I think that might be where Ladob will have the advantage here of just playing a little bit looser, just kind of laughing off all of the absurdity of what that last race was. And we're going to take a look now and see how game number 3 in this best of 5 goes.
Yeah, I like the energy coming from Ladob. You have to have that mentality when you're playing this game. You're talking about a no reset run on this kind of crazy RNG game. Rough things are going to happen. It's going to go a little nutty sometimes. You got to just move on to the next game here. It seems like Ladob has some good energy about it.
I mean, if Aries cleans up the orb play, you got to think won't require 5 orbs this time. Should be in good shape. But hey, it looks like it's pretty much a dead heat here heading into collect power-ups. I mean, can you really make a differentiation? It's a tie for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, it's a push.
So let's see who's going to get the better drop and who will see it and where it's going to be located. The opening drops are an orb for Aries. Wow. A second in a row first drop. Meanwhile, grenades for Ladob followed by a foot. Let's see if Aries can just play a clean room here. Shake off the rust from the last one and just not care.
Oh, yeah. I have a good feeling Aries is not going to be is stumbling into a foot soldier right here. Going to keep this room pretty clean, finish this out, and yeah, we'll see a pretty good time, it looks like, getting out.
A little loose on the firing lanes there at points. Almost dropped it. That was close. Oh, that was close. But not a massive lead despite that early orb. Probably speaking to the firing lanes getting a little ragged in the second half there. Meanwhile, Ladob kisses a swirl and gets away with it. That was tight. And gets the orb, so should be able to keep this room even.
Yeah, that orb drop is great, and Aries with Razor on the other side, unfortunately getting sabotaged by the grenades as well. Both of them having that, but the Razor's going to help you just kind of simmer it down. You know what you're doing with this room. This will be an easy finish for Aries as well. So you'll get a room to kind of collaborate yourself a little bit.
It's going to be a 209. Ladob, meanwhile, has probably one more shrapnel. No, that's it. It's about a 6-second lead here. Let's see how it goes. Opening drop for Aries is a spreader. Ladob, too quick to move, loses the orb, gets a replacement. Can he keep? And he loses it and dies. Oh, no.
Oh, the shenanigans are amongst us right now. That's rough, unfortunately. Gets a couple spreaders. We'll be able to keep up for a little bit, but you need another replacement now. That's rough.
Yeah, you hate to see that, but does get rockets after a spreader, so getting weapons at least. This will help. A Razor Shield will also help, but Ladob is going to be bleeding time. Here's a dude getting back to the even 5 stock. More rockets, so the drops are keeping Ladob afloat. Are we going to see another orb?
I don't know, but this has been Total Carnage has lived up to its name. What in the name of Trebek is going on here?
And there is an orb. Can Ladob? It makes the right decision. Backed off for a half second. Gets it as the last drop in the room. A massive get for Ladob as we head in to the bonus room. And the product placement today is a documentary. Burgundy?
Oh, yes. A documentary debuting this Friday on Apple TV+. It is called Monster Factory. It studies and chronicles 5 students who are trying to make it big in professional wrestling, and you get to hear the commentator voice of yours truly all throughout the docuseries. It debuts this Friday, March 17th on Apple TV.
Meanwhile, Aries died at the start of the room, got one gunner, but stepped on a mine, and now Ladob gets both and gets a second set of rockets in the room and a third set of rockets, guys. Ladob is getting some tank trouble drops today.
The vitamin R is flowing. The Malk is dropping right now. It's pretty good. And then a spreader will help reestablish that center for Ladob. Very nice.
And a great grab to boot, went around the mine nicely and quickly and efficiently back to the middle. You love to see that approach, just doing it the right way. Aries, meanwhile, riding rockets, a little Malk over there as well. And it looks like Aries might have retained the lead here. Oh, no, nice! Unbelievable. It's basically a dead heat. Oh, slick little run from Ladob. It's a 430 versus a 432. It's a 2-second lead in this very important game 3. You win this one, you get 2 shots to win this match.
And really, based on how these goes, this potential ball buster right here for Ladob has some implications to it. See if he's able to get it. Goes for it with that wiggle. What a play!
And he got it, and he gets the spreader. A huge, huge play. I'm loving the aggression on the ball busters in this opening week. Everyone's just going and firing. That's something I don't even do. Is this going to be 3 forms for Ladob? It's at least, it is. It's 3 forms with a single spreader.
Nothing.
What a play by Ladob. And gets rewarded with invulnerability. Thanks, game.
Well, not enough time to do spreader.
Another spreader! Oh my goodness! What a set of drops here for Ladob.
And I was gonna say Aries having the window potentially to catch up, getting the lobbers, but that spreader is gonna be doing some massive damage there. Ladob, though, not able to get to there, and then does get the grenades. So that'll be last form for Ladob here.
Steps on a mine, but will probably get to those lobbers. Meanwhile, Aries is trying to get the lobbers, gets blocked, can't get there. Really just not checking out for Aries. Ladob looking to take the 2-1 lead here in this best of 5.
Mutoid playing Mother Hen does allow Aries, how gracious, to get those lobbers, but too little too late. Ladob is going to take game 3.
Absolutely bananas stuff here. Probably the top for, Aries never saw the spreader. Oh man, Good thing it didn't matter, but Aries never saw the spreader in the top left. Hey, a little bit of crit grenade damage. How about that? I suppose we should actually talk a little bit about, the damage on this boss and what you want to do, because we haven't done that yet. Taps, feel free to take it away. Explain everything perfectly. Go.
What's that about spreaders? Sorry, I was starting to get set up for counting them down.
That's fine.
I'm doing the countdowns here. All right, I was also getting set for that.
I was just putting you on the spot. Aries, gonna finish it out. Did he get a phone call? Is that what's going on?
No. So spreaders are like this. They're voodoo magic, and they just won't drop for you when you want them. But otherwise, they're great, and they'll drop on the last form in the perfect place. Probably multiple times on the last form. Almost always.
I could not have explained that any better. You nailed it. Perfect. Perfect job, as always. So it's 2-1 Ladob here. Straight up, the poll should be, are we going to game 5? Straight up, are we going to game 5? Just yes or no. The next poll. That's what it's got to be. No ands, ifs, or buts. But hey, Ladob's got a shot to wrap this up in 4. Let's see if Ladob's got that all chambered and ready to go. Aries had a couple rough games here, boys. Let's see what's going to happen. TapatioJ is going to count him in. Burgundy, are we going to a game 5?
I hope so. What a cop-out answer, I know. I feel like Ladob's going to take this here in game 3. It's just been that personality. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope AriesFireTiger evens it up. But my gut's telling me Ladob takes it in 4 here. All
right, so Burgundy is on board. Taps, what do you think?
I gotta think that right now you're talking about only a 9-second difference between these two in PB. We've seen a 540 out of Aries. I think we potentially see a sub 6 here out of Aries, and we get a game 5.
Even though I predicted this is not going 5, just to put some points over on that side, it's going 5. I'm telling you right now, Aries is going to throw down a run here. We're due. Let's see what happens.
And we'll be underway in just a moment here. Very excited. Game 4 of this opening matchup. We got 2 more matchups to go, folks. And it's not going to be any less intense in those ones either. This is going to be some fun. So game 4, Ladob, Aries. Let's see how it opens up, both with the spread or the razor, of course, to start.
You know, they've done their manip. Now they got to do it is make sure you don't get sabotaged. You don't get grenades. You don't get a nuke until it's time to get that nuke. And right now, there's a chance for Aries. Can Aries take advantage? It's just going to go for the straight kill. Not a bad play. And it's going to be, it looks like a slight lead for Aries here. Probably about a high 40 versus a mid 41. So about a 3/4 of a second lead. Ladob is trailing, but up 2-1 in this match.
Aries has been getting those first drop orbs, and now both with grenades. Another round
for both. Gross. But an orb here for Ladob, so a chance for Ladob now to maybe push out and get a bit of a lead.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be able to get that center. Gets the razors, I believe, right there on the feet. So gonna be an easy room here for Ladob. Aries trying to run around here, getting a lot of shoes. Some unfortunate drops here for Aries to start.
Solid room here from Ladob. It's a 123. Aries, meanwhile, still struggling along, is going to finish up here around. Oh, the Shrap exploded. It was behind his life meter. It's going to be about an 11-second lead. Ooh. Tough stuff there for Aries. Let's see. The game has been so good to give those orbs in this room to the person who didn't have it. And look at that. There it is. Commentator's blessing.
They both got it, actually. Ladob, I didn't see it happen, but orb drop on Ladob's side gets a replacement almost immediately there, and Aries gets it to open this room. So, yeah, Eat My Shrapnel being very kind with the drops here.
Aries is being a little risky with some of the movement right now. That orb is swinging dangerously near some of the swarmers. This room, you really don't need to move in it once you get that orb. Just get the middle, control your firing lanes, you're fine. More movement just opens you up to potentially losing it. So Aries will bring rockets in here, guys. A bit of an early advantage, but otherwise Ladob is keeping it down for now, but it's getting ragged.
Oh, grenades on the feet, and Aries loses the orb.
Yeah, just brutal there for Aries. Aries is going to need that help. And here's the Razor Shield for Ladob. It was so ragged on his side, but kept the orb intact. And sometimes that's all you need in a race format like this.
Yeah, you likely, you probably lose maybe a couple seconds because the kill count isn't that high up there. But if you're able to reestablish yourself, get back to the center, get back on track, you'll take a couple seconds to keep that orb for sure.
And Ladob right now, interesting. I kind of like the approach, but did that right. Waited for the orb to rotate away and went and got it. It's going to be a 308 into the bonus room. Aries, meanwhile, has been on a struggle bus over there. It has been stop and start, and not much start, unfortunately.
Yeah, that orb dropping on the far right side does get a replacement right there, so should be able to finish out the room with it. We'll enter the bonus room.
21-second lead there, Taps. Yeah. Oof, rough. Let's see if Ladob can keep that orb healthy in tank trouble. An imposing challenge. A nuke to start. You'll love to see that.
Yeah, that'll keep you clean for just enough time. I'm actually pretty
Razor Shield! A Razor Shield in the middle! Unbelievable vitamin R lock here for Ladob in tank trouble today.
Just at the right time, right when the walls were closing in with all of those swarmers, does that Razor Shield drop.
And
so
Aries drops the orb again, just didn't quite protect well enough against the swarmers. And both gunners are still intact, which is also really bad.
It does get one right there. Able to get a Razor. The Razor hurting right there. Couldn't go to the right anymore because it walled him. Oh, no.
Oh, man. He gets rockets, but it's a 419 for Ladob into the boss room. Aries is going to be well back. We've got time to play here yet. Open up swirl for Ladob, followed by grenades here to just take out the gunners. Gets it done. Let's see him get the ball buster. Meanwhile, Aries is officially now losing time in this room.
Yeah, it's been the case. Just some unfortunate orb drops there. And Ladob, it really has gotten a lot of lobbers on Mutoid Man in these games here.
And a spreader potential. Could be blocked, though. Could be blocked. Let's see. Can he get it? Yes, great move. Great move. Goes 5-hole on the goalie and gets the goal. And Aries dies at the end of tank trouble. This lead is 51 seconds.
Nifty deke right there from Ladob. And you see the fist pump in the cam. Love to see it. Knows how big that play was right there. Nicely done by Ladob.
Ladob, though, running out of rockets, gets a key. Aries is going to need some serious help. Another key for Ladob. Takes the death. I like this play. Will he get the spreader? No, but does get a lobber. Here's a spreader for Aries.
Yeah, nifty grab right there. Gets a nice lobber grab right there by Aries, and then gets the spreader after. Will do some great damage. Both gunners still intact.
Aries took a haircut from the bullets there, but managed to use that whole spreader before dying. Still, though, 2 forms and a block. A block. Aries is just getting nothing. Ladob, final form. It is looking grim here.
Yeah, we'd have to see some shenanigans. Ladob's been pretty decent with these lobbers. Won't get it right there. Needs one more weapon. Needs Mutoid to get off it, and does finally there.
Funnily enough, taking that death earlier for Ladob opened up the spot for the spreader. No mine issues, and Ladob is going to take this matchup. A minor upset by number and PB, but man, razor thin margins, and the mistakes are magnified, much like we talked about in the intro. So GG's to Ladob. Will win this match 3-1. Seemed, as you said, a great fist pump. You love to see that emotion. Aries, I don't know if ever recovered from